Hello everyone, today I'm going to attempt beating Ninja Gaiden I deathless. I love how I got to 6-2 with that spot that's very infamous for pretty much ending runs. I should have grabbed that shuriken before I actually advanced the screen, but we're now in 1-1 again, so we shall not speak of that. You know, all I will say is I took too much damage, and yeah. My first run of getting to 6-2, that was perfect until it was taken away, basically. The game took it away, sadly. Best way to get to the boss is literally let him attack you and knock you into the boss, but it was not doing what I wanted it to do. Anyway, 2-1. Anyway, 2-1. What can be said about 2-1 that hasn't been said? Well, it's the introduction to ladders. So, from now on, most of the levels have ladders. 1-1 didn't have a single ladder, so I'd like to point that out. But 2-2 is when things start to get shaky with enemy placements. Because there's a certain spot in the second screen of 2-2 that makes you wonder, why did they do it this way? I gotta keep a mental note of something if I get to 6-2 this attempt. As long as I have that mental note, I'll be fine. Be that mental note though. I did make it through the freaking screen that I don't like trying to make it through, which is the first screen. But I took too much hits. When I got to the third screen, I lost too much health. First, doing 3 damage is wonderful. Now, the reason why I say enemy placement is bad and this starts here is because of this enemy right there. Most of the sub weapons in this game do not aim downward, and the ones that do, they involve where you are placed. So, you know that whirlwind slash I used to defeat the first boss? It depends on how close I am to the boss and if I hit him with it. So, basically, there's only 2 moves that go downward. Well, there's 2.5 because that shuriken, the red one, you can try to make it go down, but that involves where you are placed as well. It only does 1 damage, so it's like, what's the point? And that's a 1 cycle second boss. I rarely ever get that. And now we are on 3-1. 3-1 is infamous because of the thing I stated right before I got 3-1 is because of these birds right here. The reason why birds are infamous is because of the fact that they do 3 damage to you, and most of the time that they hit you, well, you're over a bottomless pit. Or in this case, water. And 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get knocked back by one of these birds and you'll end up in the water slash pit. So be careful when you traverse through this game because of those enemies. I love how I only made it to the final bosses once. And the one time I made it was all the way in attempt 25. I haven't made it since. I only made it to 6-3 once since those attempts. Once. But 6-2 be beating my tail. My clear weight with 6-2 is very low. I only made it to 6-3 twice with all of these attempts. This is my 57th attempt. I want to say 56. Anyway, I didn't say anything about 3-2, but I used to struggle with it when I first played this game way back in 2015. And now I just breeze through it now. Pretty much every level I can breeze through until you get to stage 5. But you know, with every game, the early stages you breeze right through. But when you get in the later stages, you struggle because of the fact that you know you don't get as much practice with the later stages. What I like to do against him is literally hold that platform point where you almost fall, but at least you don't fall. And just keep attacking him until he finally takes a hit. Most of the enemies in this game only take 1 hit. There's a few that take 2. By a few, I mean like 1. But you'll rarely ever use something that causes him to only be attacked twice. It's just literally regularly attacking them. You will rarely attack that enemy because of the fact that you'll always almost have a sub weapon, and that bird does not normally spawn there. So that's a bird that's a glitchy bird. 4-2, no matter how bad you play 4-1, as long as you get to 4-2, you'll get all your health back. 4-2 is 1 whole screen. So as long as you make it here, you pretty much have made it very far. Now I need to get rid of this move because I don't need it right now. And you get it back later in the stage anyway, so make sure you get to that part of the stage later on. Grab this stopwatch so you can stop the enemies from spawning on this bridge. It's the only thing that spawns on this bridge is those green ninja enemies right here and the birds. So why not make your life a little bit easier by not letting them spawn? The potion is right here. Take out this green ninja. Jump over that. This is the last whirlwind slash until 5-2. What can I say about 4-3? It's one of the easiest stages that's past stage 4, and it's the only stage out of the whole entire game past stage 3 that don't spawn a single bird. So if you want to break from the birds, well, this is your level. Even though you literally just got introduced to them last stage area. Anyway, 4-3. I usually have 10 right now, but whatever. I think there's one of them replenishments. Oh, it's a potion. I forgot there is a potion in this level. I don't need it. The point bag is there. Now this guy can either annoy you right quick or be a great need. You can, as long as you don't let him hit you in that bottomless pit behind you, which only happened to me once, you'll be fine. Now we're basically going to one-shot this in the boss, so what we need to do is just literally get to the boss. Gang. And now we are at the boss. All we have to do is jump attack and we're in 5-1. So watch this. Jump attack. We're done. Five one, just like 3-1 and 3-2 and 4-2. One whole screen. So literally, just try your best to get through to this. Good thing is 5-1 does have a heal potion at the very end of it, so played it bad, at least you get your health back. I was not expecting that shuriken to actually just hit him. And now we're in the middle part of this stage. Jump over this bat. Wait for this bird to come through and attack it. Attack him and then attack this. This guy, you literally just go to him, make sure he doesn't throw them weapons, and wait for this bat, because if you jump as soon as you see that bat, it's gonna 9 times out of 10 hit you. I think it's 100% actually. Your potion's right there, and we're pretty much done with 5-1. 5-2. Now, only thing I can say about 5-2 is there's a jump in the end of 5-2 that's like here. But instead of going upwards and downwards, you're going downwards, making it harder for you to make that jump. So it is the screen after the next one. that ends this stage. I'm on this ladder, and this area is really easy if you just know where everything is. There's an invincibility thing right here. Grab it and just use it to breeze through this stage. Just part of the stage. This is the last screen of the level. Literally attack this bird, and the heal potion's right here. And as I said before, you gotta go downward here. What I like to do is just jump up, take the hit, keep going. I'll screen that bird. That's what bird doesn't usually spawn there, and then just try your best to avoid that bird, even though most of the time it will hit you. We're in 5-3. No matter how bad you play 5-3, as long as you get to the boss, all your health will be back. So don't worry about your health. Just make sure you just get to 5-3. The only issue is this screen is pretty much where you're going to take most of your hits if you play like I do. Because of these enemies right here. These enemies right here will be very infamous when you get to 5-6-2. Just I'll screen that guy right here and then continue. Our first sub weapon you wouldn't think would be this sub weapon, but it's literally the shuriken right here. Grab it and throw it to this guy. Wait for this bat, then jump over this bat, and then jump over that. And the next sub weapon we're getting is this. Grab this and then just go to the screen and breeze through it until you get to the second bazooka enemy, right? So right here, grab this and then just wait for this guy with the gun and then jump over him, and you're in the basically last screen that you have to really care about. Just get to the ladder. And now we're basically earning 6-1 because the boss, as long as you defeat him before he defeats you, you pretty much won. So will I get another 6 hits? Yep. I rarely ever get 6 hits, so the fact that I got 6 hits twice in a row against him was amazing. I've been making it to stage 6 consistently until a fall, except for little minor errors. Now, how 6-2 goes depends on how good I play 6-1. There's gonna be a bird that spawns as soon as you get to the first jump. You have to make. I usually don't like to take that hit, but 3 hit damage does a lot. The next bird spawns after these. And you get this whirlwind move, and you're gonna pretty much need it until, let's say, you'll need it until the end of this screen. This screen pretty much is what ruins my runs. The good thing is most of these enemies here only do 1 damage to you. The only issue is took too much damage. Ignore that guy. Ignore him. Good enough weapon usage is important. Okay, that freaking shuriken did not kill me for once. Alright, we're good now. As long as we get to the next screen. This guy usually, when I don't have this, I usually just fall down and just attack him. We want this shuriken. Believe it or not, we want this. We actually want this. Because we're not worrying about this guy. The next area is why. I love how the freaking game try to glitch. All screen, you know, the bird immediately spawns. I thought I was going to take a hit there. This is the last screen of 6-2. This is the furthest I made it in a long time. A bird spawns, and then you got this guy that jumps off on the floor. The heal potion is right there. But this guy likes to hit you every 5 seconds. And he doesn't jump through this pillar, and it just messes with me. Grab this heal potion. There's another one in 6-3. And we have officially made it to 6-3 the 3rd time. Alright. 6-3. There's a whirlwind move, and I'm going to try my best to keep it. It's at the very end of this area with this ladder. You have to jump, fall down, and get to it. Right here. Now 6-3. There's 4 screens because of this area right here, even though it doesn't matter. Now, what's gonna come next? I'm gonna tell you now. There's gonna be a guy that throws this rolling thing. You just have to breeze through him. If you don't, you'll lose this weapon, and we need this weapon. Okay, let's go. Ignore him. Even though he does 2 damage to you, jump over him. I don't know where that cap. I don't know how that worked, but it worked. Okay. This is the furthest I made it in a long time. Okay. Only thing that spawns here, I think, are those guys right there. And this. I don't ever really see these enemies. I don't want this. I accidentally grabbed that. Well, it's the second best option to whatever else. There's a bird that's gonna spawn as soon as I get past here. That's the sad part. I remember that bird. Now, there'll be a stopwatch. What I like to do here is literally attack it. No, there's a heal potion. Then I use this when I have it, and then just stop the time. The thing is, it's pretty much pointless. I have never seen that enemy right there, because I usually make it past that area by now. And then basically, as long as I get to this boss, I don't want this though. My health don't matter. As long as I get to this boss, my health don't matter. Okay. Our sub-weapon does not matter. Because we lose all our uses of sub-weapons as long as we keep going through. I'm going to play this second boss very conservatively. I was not expecting to actually make it to this point. This boss does 3 damage to you. So do not get hit. If you want to get hit by those fire projectiles he does. That's the only thing that you have to worry about. Taking a hit from him will pretty much ruin everything. Physically. I remember when I used to struggle against this boss. Of course, if I had to, and as you can see, our sub-weapon is not even there anymore. So even if we had it, they won't let you use it. Because we don't have enough. As you just saw, we take 3 damage. But the thing is, we'll get our health back in the second against the boss, the next boss. 3 more hits. Okay. Everything is riding on this run. The only way I can beat him now is literally defeat this head. I gotta defeat this head first. Those little things right there and that be falling out of him. That's what ruined my first attempt with this boss. I do not want to take enough hits. That head's gonna hit you no matter what. Destroy the tail already. How did that hit me? Gonna do the flurry thing. Okay. I finally did it. Oh my lord. That's my second time ever doing it. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I actually did it finally. Again. Well, it's just now in the credits. Well, I finally did it again after so many attempts of trying. Took me 56, but anyway, I guess Ninja Gaiden 2 will be next whenever I decide to do that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. I hope you learned a few things about this game by me actually doing it deathless by the way I did it. With that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. I don't know what I'm going to do after this game, but figure that out soon. Take care and peace.